Welcome to the Vape and Juice review of the Nautilus 2 from Aspire.
Yo, you need to quit smoking and start vaping. The same habit but a different outcome, it's so amazing. No time tobacco, just nicotine and flavor. So make the switch now and do yourself a favor. Hit our Vape and Juice, the E6 shop. A range of products suiting your budget and never stops. No fake live cigarettes.
Hi Vapists, it's Darth Naga here again, doing another Vape and Juice review on the Nautilus 2 from Aspire. Now, this fantastic little tank is TPD ready, being only 2ml, and it's covered in all the appropriate warnings, as you can see. Even though it doesn't contain nicotine, but hey ho. And yeah, so what I will do, instead of going, I won't bore you with all the details straight off, what we'll do is we'll quickly go into the down view. I'll show you the quick ins and outs of this tank. We'll come back up, I'll have a vape, and let you know what I think. Alrighty, let's go to the down view now. Okay, here we are, up close and personal with the Aspire Nautilus 2 from Vape and Juice. So it says that obviously this is fully TPD compliant, the tank's only 2ml, it's got all the information you need on the front there, and also some on the back, including the appropriate warnings. So this box, this whole setup is fully TPD ready. Now, inside the box itself, I won't take too long on this because it's not rebuildable or anything, it's very straightforward. You've got a spare glass, a spare coil, and you've got your spare drip tip in there as well, which is plastic if you don't like the metal one that's included. Now let me pop this out. You've also got the little tiny booklet on how to use it, which is good for all you newbie vapors out there. You've also got a little packet with spare O-rings and things like that. Now, nice anodized finish on it, nice anodized red this one, drip tip, standard 510 connection, so you can use any type of drip tip on it, as you see. Now, to fill this up, actually quite an ingenious little way of doing it, and I've not seen this before, but maybe I'm just out of touch. So to fill it up, you unscrew, keep it upright, and you unscrew the top bit. Alright. And there you go. You've got your little glass cup held on with O-rings, but obviously when you put the lid back on and screw it into place, it's held in by the actual little cage, which also stops it from getting broken. I've dropped this once, and thanks to that little cage, it didn't break. So there's your coil in there. Takes standard Nautilus coils. It also takes there's a new Nautilus coil been brought out purposely for sub-ohm vaping, a half-ohm Nautilus coil. So nice and cheap coils, and this is a perfect little mouth-to-lung setup for all your new vapors out there, or all your old vapors who just, you know, fancy a bit of mouth-to-lung every now and then. Obviously the airflow is adjustable, as you can see there. You've got all the little holes, and there they are. See, and the holes increase in size, and you can take it right down to hardly anything, or pump it up, and there you go. You know, it's never going to be a lung hitting tank. That's not what this is for. This is a mouth to lung tank specifically aimed at new vapors and keeping in with the TPD, obviously with it only being 2ml. Let's go back up to the up view. Well, I'll have a vape and tell you how it tastes and so on and so forth. Alrighty, let's go to the up view now. Okay, here we are back in the up view with the Nautilus 2 from Vape and Juice. Now what do I think of this tank? I think this is a brilliant tank if you're a mouth-to-lung vapor or you're new to vaping and you want to step it up from your little starter kit. This is absolutely brilliant for that. See, you vape that like you're smoking a cigarette. So it's into the mouth, into the lungs, and then out. As such, the cloud production isn't stupidly big, but that's because it doesn't need to be. It's a mouth-to-lung tank, and it's perfect for that. Flavour is on par, if not better, than the original Nautilus. Now, it's funny because a lot of places still sell the original Nautilus tank for like 25 quid. Vape and Juice sell the brand new Aspire Nautilus 2 for only £24.99, which I think is absolutely spot on. And in today's world where vaping's getting mad and coils are getting ridiculous and blah blah, in fact I'm not even sure what the situation is with you know, massive coils and stuff in the TPD, but as it stands the coils for this for a pack of 5 are like a tenner, if that. they're really cheap, whereas other ones, other brands, will cost you, you know, 14, 15, 16 quid up. The airflow options are perfect on it. Obviously, you want to take it right down to the smallest one. You can have a really small draw, really proper mouth to lung. And then even on the biggest hole, it's a nice mouth to lung, and it's a restricted lung draw on the biggest hole. So you can still get some lung hits out of it. It is restricted, but it's, you know, the flavour's really good, and you don't have to. It just shows with this tank that you don't have to have massive clouds to have good flavour. Easy to change the juice on it. Obviously, you just unscrew the top, fill the cup up with juice, screw the top back on, couple of puffs to prime it, and you're vaping straight away. So yeah, really impressed with that. Love the fact that they actually supply you. You get a metal drip tip straight out of the box, but also in the box with it, as I showed you in the down view, there's a black plastic drip tip as well, for anyone who's worried about how the metal might hit their teeth. So Aspire really have covered all angles with this tank, and Vape and Juice are stocking it for that reason, because it's TPD compliant, and it's a brilliant tank for mouth to lung vapors. You know, they're what with the stock coils, so there's no messing about building your own coils or anything like that, because if you're a new vapor, you're not even into that stage yet. You haven't even got there yet. So this is perfect. You want that flavour that everyone keeps going on about, big flavour? Absolutely perfect. When I first started vaping, the Nautilus one was the go-to tank for flavour and vapour, and you know, just being able to have a lot of juice in one go to carry around with you. But now with the Nautilus 2 being TPD compliant, so it is only 2ml, but don't let that put you off. It's so easy to refill. It's not a ball ache like a lot of tanks can be to refill. This is a straight unscrew the top, fill it with juice, screw it back on, done. Honestly, absolutely would highly recommend this. I enjoy using it for when I'm in my mouth to lung mood, where you're sort of, you know, sometimes you're in a mood for mouth to lung, you know, you don't always want to be doing big old clouds and stuff like that. And this tank is absolutely perfect for that, and with the coils as cheap as they are, and even with the new ones bought out specifically for this that are like half an ohm, absolutely perfect. Honestly, well worth grabbing. So head on over to Vape and Juice right now and go and grab this tank for only £24.99. And while you're at it, grab yourself a pack of coils for a slightly reduced price as well. Perfect starter. So yeah, highly recommended. Thanks to Glenn and the gang at Vape and Juice for sending me this tank. Really appreciate it. And yeah, so that's about it for another episode, for another exclusive Vape and Juice review by me, Darth Naga. Until next time, guys, there's only one thing left to say, really, and that is toot toot, motherfuckers. Toot toot.
Yo, you need to quit smoking and start vaping. The same habit but a different outcome, it's so amazing. No time tobacco, just nicotine and flavor. So make the switch now and do yourself a favor.